Go to the studio. Click on the transactional process. File activities 2. Okay. See, go to the left, right? Select that folder. Click on that create. Click on that open main workflow. To remove this flowchart, drag a sequence, set as start node. See, observe this. See, I want to explain one more activity that previously we have seen that the create file, create folder, and so delete file and delete activity and move file activities. Just we have seen. Right now, I want to show you one more activity that is called as path exist is the activity. Path exist is the activity. Path exist is the activity. Drag and drop. Okay. See, the path exist activity, it will be find that particular file is available in the particular location or not. Okay, for example, I want to find particular file is available in the particular location or not, or particular folder is available or not. Like if we want to take a decision at that time, we have to use that activity is called as path exist is the activity. We have to use the activity is called as path exist is the activity. Observe this. See, right now in this path exist activity, I have a path type is called as file. Okay, here I want to give that file path is called as, see, f colon slash sample dot docx. See, in that F drive, sample dot docx, this file is available or not. The sample.docx file is available or not. I want to check it by using path exist is the activity. Okay. See, observe this one. In the path exist activity, go to the properties. In these properties, just you have to create the output property. I don't know what exactly the type. See, if you don't know what exactly the type, okay, for that particular activity, simply you can use that shortcut by using Control K. Just you have to press that Control and just you have to press that K, Control K, both. So right now it is showing that set var. Okay, right now just I want to give that variable is called as var path. Just I have given like that, or else you can give any name, no problem. So press that enter. Right now, go to the variable panel. Here, automatically created the particular type. Actually, the path exist activity output property is called as a Boolean type. This is the Boolean. Okay. So that's why once if I use the shortcut, automatically created that variable with Boolean type. Okay. The change, I want to change the scope. Scope is called as main scope. Scope is called as main scope. Okay, observe this. See, in case the file is already exist in that F drive, just see. Sorry. So there is the F drive. In this F drive, if the sample.docx file is available, then it will be returns that boolean value is called as, if the file already in that location, it will return that boolean value is called as a true. In case that file is not exists, it returns that boolean value is false. Okay. See, if you want to take a decision, we have a activity is called as if is the activity. Already we know about this activity. Okay. Simply click on that show else. In that condition, I will give that var path. Already the var path, in the sense path exists activity, output property is called as path. In case that file is available in that location, it will be returns that boolean value is called as, if returns that boolean value is called as true. In case if it is not available that file in that location, it return the boolean value is called as false. Okay, right now drag a message box inside that if statement. See, inside that if branch, drag and drop the message box. Just you can write the message is called as file already exists. File already exists. Control C. I will paste it in the else branch. File not exists. Not exists. Observe this one. F colon slash sample dot docx. So in this F drive, there is no file right now. If I execute this process, it returns that boolean path exists. So path exist activity, output property is called as a boolean type. It returns that boolean value is called as false. Here false is equal to true. The condition is false, go to else branch, because the file is not exists. The same name of the file not exist here. Observe this. Click here, run this file. There is no file. Right now, just I want to debug this one. Step by step, you have to see the execution. So right now, observe this. File not exists. Just I want to create one manually in my F drive. I want to create a file manually in that F drive. So right now, observe this. Word document, right? Sample. Sample is the file. Okay. So right now, observe this. Click on the debug. File already exists. Actually, I have created the name of the file in that same location. So that's why my path exist activity and returns that boolean value is called as true. True is equal to true in the sense. So the condition is true. Go to that if branch. Go to that if branch. Click on that OK. Click on that OK. Observe this. So I want to create one more. Right now, whether the particular file is already exist or not, we have checked. Okay. See, right now I want to find that whether particular folder is already available or not. I will check it right now. See, path exists too. See, click here. In this path type, you have to select that. So folder. Okay. Right now, here I want to check that sample folder is available or not. Okay. In the tab drive, if the folder is available, then this activity will return that boolean value is called as true. If the file is not folder is not available, it returns that boolean value is called as false. Okay, right now observe this one. So folder already exists. Folder already exists. Folder not exists. Okay, right now observe this one. In that F drive, there is no sample folder, right? Click on the debug. Folder not exists. I want to create the file. I want to create the folder. So click here and then sample is the folder. Right now, I want to execute it again. Click on the debug. Observe this. Folder already exists. Previously, folder not exists, and then right now already I have created. So that's why it is showing that. So folder already exists. Okay. See, just I'm removing this file and folder here. Where exactly we have to use this path exist activity. This activity also we are very frequently using in process implementation. Observe this. See, for example, I have 100 members of customers. I have 100 members of customers, and each and every customer name, based on that each and every customer name, I have to create one file. Sorry, I have to create one folder, and then so I have to create uh, 10 files. I have 100 members customers. For each and every customer point of view, with the customer name, I have to create, with the customer name, I have to create, I have to create one folder, and then we have to create 10 files. That means how many members of customers right now? 100. So that means 100 folders, and for each and every one purpose we are creating that 10 files, right? So that's why overall 100 into 10, so 1000 files we have to create it. Okay, so I have implemented the bots like in the same way. Okay, just we have implemented. Actually my bot is running. Actually, my bot execution time is overall 6 hours. Okay, in 6 hours of execution, it will create that so 100 folders and then 1000 files. Okay, so while if it is running, okay, in middle of the execution, that means not only middle, after completion of 5 hours of execution, suddenly my bot failed. Okay, at that time, up to that time, almost created 90% of customer files and folders already created. Only 10% of people files and folders only we have to create it. Okay, only 10% of customers files and folders only we have to create it. Okay, once if you run your bot again, at that time, okay, it will be starts from starting itself. at that time, so again my customer must be wait again 6 hours of time. Okay. Okay, so already first time he wait up to 5, that means 5 hours. After 5 hours, unfortunately, my bot failed. Okay, again if I rerun that one, so again we have to wait up to 6 hours. At that time, client never accept that one. See, actually, in next running also, my bot is creating. So again, every again creating that files and folders from starting itself. But if you want to avoid that one, we have to use that path exist is the activity. See, first of all, in the second execution, it will check whether the same name of customer folder is already created or not. Customer file is already created or not. If it is already created, no need to create. If it is not created, then we have to create it. So in previous execution, in 5 hours, so 90% of for customer files and folders already created. But 10% of customers files and folders only we have to create it. This time only last, that means 10 numbers of customer files and folders only it will create it, because it is checking by using the path exist activity whether folders exist or not. If it is exist, no need to create. Not exist, create it. So this time, so customer no need to wait up to 6 hours. Within whatever the rest of data is pending, okay, rest of the files and folders is pending, that only it will be finished it immediately. Okay, that's why we are using. So that's why we are very using the path exist activity in your process implementation. Do you have any doubt here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
See,
Sir, I have one doubt, sir.
yes, yes.
Sir, how the bot will find each and every customer's name and execute the programs?
I will give the use case, no worry. Okay, then you can able to find it. Okay,
Okay,
see.
okay, sir.
Okay, 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 right. See, create file with current date. Create file with current date. Just I want to remove this use case. No need of this one. See, I want to drag a sequence. Set as start node. I want to drag create file is the activity. Create file is the activity. Drag and drop. Right now, I want to create a file with the current date. That means today's date. We know that how to get that current date. By using that now, we can get that current date, right? So right now, I want to create a file. See, go to the properties. In this properties, first of all, give the name of the file. See, I want to give that file name is called as sample. Okay, previously we have given that sample dot docx. Okay, word file will create it. But right now I want to create a file with current date. Okay, sample name with current date. Date also I want to add it to this one. This time just I have removed that .docx. Extension always maintain in end of the file name. Okay, extension always maintain in end of the file name. Right now, click on that. Just I have to use the plus operator. So my file name is called as sample. For this file name, I have to add that current date. So right now, now dot, now dot, now dot, date dot to string of, to string of. Just I want to add that specific format. Just I want to get that dd hyphen month name in short form hyphen year, 4-digit year, plus finally how to add that extension. If there is no extension, so then automatically by default it will create the text file. So that's why properly add that extension. Right now dot docx. Okay, observe this one. Actually, I have given that name of the file is called as sample. For that, I have given that name of the file is sample. For that sample name, I have added so current date now dot date dot to string current date added, and then see I have added extension dot docx. Click on that. Okay. So where exactly you want to create it? I want to create it in F drive. Okay, as usual, double quotes and F colon slash. Okay, F colon slash. Click on that. Okay, see, observe this one. In my F drive, in my F drive, nothing here. In my F drive, nothing here. Click here, run the file. See, observe this one. Right now, I have created a file with current date. Today's date is called as 10th June 2021. Okay, this is the MS Word document. Okay, in the same way, see, in the same way, I want to create a folder with current date. Okay, right now I have created the file with current date and I want to create a folder with current date. Right now, I will show you that. Drag that create folder activity. So go to that properties. Right now, I want to add that path. Previously, I have given F colon slash sample. Okay, like I have given this one folder name, right? But right now, just I want to create a folder with current date. So this time, observe this. I want to separate the drive first. See, F drive maintained separately in double quotes and plus operator and double quotes. Here I want to add that folder name that is called as sample is the folder name and add that plus operator. Right now, right now Now dot, I have to add that date. Now dot date dot toString of toString of td hyphen mm hyphen yy. Okay. So folders don't have an extension. So that's why we are not giving any extension. See, observe this one. Folder path I have separated, folder name separated, date also separately added. Okay. Right now, click on that. Okay. See, observe this. Here, there is no folder with current date. Right now, I want to execute this process. Click here, run this file. See, successfully created that sample folder. Okay, with current date. Observe this one. Sample is the folder name. Date is called as 10th June 2021. Okay. Do you have any doubt here?
No, sir.
No, sir.
See, right now, again I want to open create file with current date. Observe this one. Here in this file name, observe this. In this file name, the sample is the static, right? If I run this process n number of times, it will create same name of the file. Okay, it will create same name of the file with the current date. Okay, that means here sample is the static name, static. Okay, the name is called as static. Okay, now in the sense it is getting that runtime, in the runtime it is taking the date from that so system itself. No worry, but sample is different. Sample is completely, it is a static. Okay, but see, client will give the customer IDs. The customer IDs are XYZ1, XYZ2, XYZ3, like 10 members of customer IDs is given. Okay, based on the requirement, we have to create the files with customer ID. Okay, right now I want to take that customer ID at runtime. Based on that customer ID, based on that customer ID, I want to create a file. In every execution, I can give that new customer ID. Based on that new customer ID, it will be create the file. Observe this. See, whatever the use case is available right now, in this use case, every time if you wants to create a new file at, you have to, if you want to create a file with new name, every time just open this code and then just modify this sample name. Okay, every time we have to change it, but that is not a uh, so that is not suitable one. Okay, that is not but based on the requirement we have to create so uh, thousands of files based on that customer IDs. At that time, this method never work out. The static value every time to open and change it, it is not work out. So that's why, see, we are passing that variables. Okay, I will show you how to create that file with customer ID at runtime. Okay, see, observe this one. Create file with customer ID. See, simply remove this activity. See, I want to drag create file activity, go to the variable panel. See, I want to create one variable that is called as var CID. CID in the sense customer ID. Okay. See, the name is called as string type, variable type is called as string type. See, scope is called as main scope. Variable name, see, variable name called as customer ID. See, I will take that customer ID at runtime. Right now, we don't know other applications. So that's why if you wants to take that input at runtime, just you have to use that activity is called as input dialog box, right? Input dialog box. See, drag and drop that input dialog box. Drag and that input dialog box, go to the properties, and in the output property, just pass that variable is called as var CID. I'm not giving that any label and title. Okay. See, simply I have added that var CID. Okay. This is the variable, right? See, click on that create file activity. In this create file activity, go to the properties panel. In this properties panel, just I want to give that name. Okay, the name is called as, see, var CID. See, previously we have given that file name. We have given that file name. Please give me 1 minute. Okay. Hello. Yeah. Tell me, Valashmi. See, observe this one. Right now, where CID is the variable, previously I have used that sample is the name, but that name is in double quotes. That is static. But right now, where CID is the variable, right? See, that's why the variable, don't keep it in double quotes. So right now, add that plus operator and then give that extension. See, dot docx. Okay. I want to create that MS Word file by using, I want to create that. So that means I want to create the file with customer ID. Okay. So that's why where CID, I have passed the variable, click on that. Okay. And right now, I want to give that file path. The file path is called as, see, path here, f colon slash, f colon slash is the file path. So click on that. Okay. Okay. Right now, observe this one. Uh, observe this one. Right now, I am running this process. Click here, run the file. I want to give that customer ID is called as XYZ. Just I have given. Click on that. Okay. I'll check it. With customer ID XYZ created the file. Again, I want to run it again. Click here, run this file. Right now, PQR. Right now, created that PQR file. Again, I want to run it. ZXY. Observe this one. So ZXY. created file. See, every time in every execution, I have created a new file, but I didn't modify my process. Okay, I didn't modify anything in my source code. Okay, but in previous use case, see, at the time, every time if you want to create a new file with new name, you have to change that, you have to modify the code. Okay, right now I didn't modify anything here. See, do you have any doubt in here?
No, sir.
Observe this one. Same, right now I have created a file with customer ID, right? Same, that file I want to create with customer ID with current date. Okay, customer ID with the current date. Whatever right now we are discussing, these methods only we are using in process implementation. Remind this one. So do it, practice it, okay, properly. With, observe this one. Simply, I want to add my date, right, to my file. See, customer ID, I am taking at runtime. See, this extension always must be in end of the file name. So that's why, see, the before that, just I want to add that current date. Now dot to, sorry, now dot date dot to string of dd hyphen mm hyphen YYY. Okay. And after that, just you have to add that plus operator. Observe this one. Where CID is the variable, now is the date. Okay. After that, plus dot docx. It is the extension. Okay. Observe this. Click on that. Okay. Click here. Run this file. XYZ. Okay. Observe this. XYZ date is 10 June 2021. Just click here, run the file. MNR created that one. MNR 10th June 2021. Okay, right now, observe this. In the same way, I want to create a folder with customer ID. I will show you. Create folder with customer ID. So input dialog box, I want to keep it okay as usual, and variable is the var CID only. So I'm removing this create file activity. Okay, just I want to take that create folder. Okay, drag and drop. Go to the properties. So right now, double quotes f colon slash, this is the file path, plus var cid. Okay, var cid, that is the variable. So based on that input value, it will create that folder. Okay, in that F drive. Right now, click here, run this file. See, right now, I want to give the name is called as Kumar. Okay. See, created the folder with Kumar, and then so click here, run this file. I want to give the name is called as Pradeep. See, created that folder, right? Right now, observe this. I want to create a folder with current date. Folder with current date. Create a folder with customer ID with current date. Current date. Right now, here, go to that properties. Right now, add that plus operator. Now, okay, now dot date dot to string of dd hyphen hyphen yy. Okay, yes, you have to add it. See, path separated, variable separated, and date also separated. Okay, so then just add all of them. So right now, click here, run this file. Right now, I want to give that name is called as Pradeep. Okay, it will create that folder with Pradeep with current date. Okay, so whatever that customer ID is given at runtime, based on that, it will create that file and folders. Okay, see these last methods, input file with customer ID at the current date, and see, and creating that folder with customer ID with so current date. So these methods only we are using in process implementation. Okay, just you people, so uh, properly just you have to practice it.